Alright, hello party people. Today I'm going to be continuing the stream from yesterday because I didn't do everything that I wanted to do. I'm gonna do this week's newsletter, and I'm going to create a video about how to upload a podcast to Spotify. I'm gonna do the video first, so here I go. And today I have the chat is, I'm gonna be paying attention to it more today. I didn't do that yesterday, so yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna let me do something first. How do you hide? Is that not how you hide it? Control Shift B. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to hide my bookmark toolbar. I don't know why. Okay. Now I'm going to record my screen. Okay. Hello. Today I'll be showing you how to create a podcast and then upload the podcast to Spotify. So let's get started. I will be using Anchor.fm. So you want to create an account first, and then it'll lead you to setting up your podcast. So my podcast is going to be called Open Podcast Community. The description will be here from the Open Podcast community. And this can always be changed, so maybe later I'll change this. And then let's say this is a what kind of podcast? Let's just say technology. And then the language is English. Okay, continue. And then you're gonna want to have a picture for your podcast. I have one set up already for my community. Okay. Okay. Update cover art. Okay, it's loading now. And it's you can allow Anchor to upload the podcast to Spotify, but I'd rather do it myself. Okay. And then you can take the Anchor logo off your cover art, which is something I like to do. Okay. Now we have to create some episodes for the podcast. And I've already created some episodes. So there's the trailer. Okay, so it's loading. Not right now. And you should add multiple episodes just so there's not a problem. Okay, it's loading. Okay, it's done. Awesome. Okay. Trailer. Discover what you will hear on the open here from the open podcast community. Okay, that's episode number 1. Oh, dude, okay, that's not the point right now. I could fix that later. Publish. Okay, now, how do I get rid of this. Okay, so now, okay, where, create a, okay, wait. So now you go to the dashboard. Okay, there, I already did this myself. Tips, rating, listeners. Okay, I don't understand what's going on. Okay, episodes, I'm gonna add the second episode just because it's being difficult. Okay, let me find the episode. Okay, I'm still looking for it. Trailer, okay, found it. Whoops. Okay, now it's uploading. Okay, it's uploading. And what I am looking for with why I'm creating multiple episodes is because Anchor will give me a RSS feed, and it's a link, and I think that I have to have multiple episodes uploaded for Anchor to give me the link. Okay, so now we're going to wait. Actually, while we're waiting, we can go to, where are we? Okay, we can go to podcasters.spotify.com and then create an account, a Spotify account, and then you log in from you log into Spotify, and then you go to this link, and then once that's done, you can set up the podcast on Spotify, but you need to have your podcast set up on Anchor first. Okay, you can see mine's here. Okay, let's check if it's done now. Okay, 57%. Is there anything else I can handle while I'm here? Okay, no, there's not. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay. Oh, wait. Settings. Update settings. Oh, okay. They should give me where are you? Okay. Let me okay. Distribution. Okay. So this is how you get the RSS feed. Okay. So once you have an episode created, you want to go to settings and distribution, and then it'll be right there, and then you copy it, and then we go back to Spotify, and you go to catalog on podcasters.spotify.com. Where am I now? Okay. Catalog. It was just here. Home. Oh, okay. So once you're on the home page, you go to the left, 3 little dots, add or claim your podcast, get started, link. Oh, okay. I made a mistake. Okay. You want to display your email publicly in the RSS feed. Make sure to save that change. And then now you go back to Spotify, I guess. And then you refresh. And then you link to your... Okay. So they're going to send a code now. And you go to your email. Copy and paste the code. Oh, I don't think that's the code. Okay. 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 Now you fill out all this information. English. Anchor. Primary category. Where did I say? Okay. Oh, business and technology. Business. Technology. Okay. And this is submit. Okay. Now your podcast is on Anchor, and it'll take a couple of hours to process it and actually get the link to share with your friends, but your podcast is on Anchor or on Spotify. I hope this helps you out. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye. You like jazz? I'm close. I'm interviewing Josh. Also, learn how to use spaces, you punk. When did he send that? Oh, just now. Yeah, I know. You don't even need to say that, dude. Very close. I moved from phone interviews to scheduling an in-person interview. So that's cool. I just created a video for people, showing people how to upload a video how to upload their podcast onto Spotify, because I looked at some data, and I saw that that was the most Googled thing when it came to podcasts. So I'm gonna upload that to YouTube, and then hopefully that shows up when when someone Googles how to upload a podcast to Spotify. My video will show up. They'll come join my community, and I'll be able to exploit them for money and get rich, and then not have to get a job. What are you up to today? Where'd it go? Is it this one? No. Captures. Anchor. It's today's one. Okay. Nice. Always good. How's your job hunt going? Oh, yeah, I should do that too. Okay. Thanks for the reminder. Jesus. 13 minutes. You're killing me, dude. Trying to kill me. Is it this one? Where? Oh no, these are videos. Okay. Podcast episode. Oh wait, no. This is. I want to go here. Open podcast. Ugh, Jesus. Alright, so now I'm just adding the stuff to YouTube. Alright, thanks. I appreciate that. How are your projects going right now? Random, I don't mean that. No, some made for kids. Let me add tags. Spotify. Podcasting. Private beta for audience, or app metrics. Yes, that is your other project. Allow comments. I want to allow comments for this video because hopefully it'll be positive, even though I made so many mistakes. Okay. I'll watch it too. And that's great, by the way. I was talking about this yesterday with Brennan, because I interviewed him for the podcast that I'm setting up. Yeah, I always get jealous of people who are ahead of me, but then I remember that, like, I'm very new to programming. I've only been doing it for like 2 to 3 years. And so I have to remind myself that a lot of people are older than me and they have a lot more experience. So then I'm like, when I'm their age, I'll be there too. So yeah. I don't know, just a random thought. Yeah, that's my age, dude. You've been doing it as long as I've been born. Probably longer. Wait, yeah. No. Because I'm turning 24 this year. So yeah. Um, pretty much as long as I've been born. Yeah, and it's just about like not quitting. We've talked about this actually. It's like you just gotta keep moving forward. Like with me Googling on my phone, it's just like I'm still doing work and I'm moving forward. It's just a little bit every day. Publish now. Radio elements. Yeah. Yeah, Justin Jackson talks about like he talks about something similar um like you notice that a lot of people that are really successful in the industry, like the indie maker industry, I guess, how like they're a lot older, and it's because you just have to keep moving forward. Like the Laravel guy, Taylor Otwell, he didn't have overnight success with Laravel. It took him like 5 years to just to build it, and then to realize that, hey, the PHP community can really use this, and then let me build it. That was way longer than 5 years. So Justin Jackson always talks about how it's like just 10 years and just keep moving forward for 10 years and something will happen, or like you'll build an audience and have a product ready. And then, yeah. He wrote 3 times? Yeah. And now he makes $1 million a year, I think, or something like that. And then not only do you have to build it, you have to properly promote it. I always say you can have the best products in the world, but if you don't know how to promote them, you will get nowhere. Yeah, Peter levels. Every stream actually, I I complain about how Peter Levels is like so good at programming. Like he built a version of Tinder in um in vanilla JavaScript, and here I am having to use React for a forum. And even then, Peter Levels, he built an audience before that. So like everything he was doing before building, he had people following him. No, but what I'm saying is like I couldn't even figure out how to make a forum in vanilla JavaScript. I had to make one in React. But I think the difference is PHP has like more resources, and that's what he uses. Hey, what's up, Fajar? Yeah, neither do I. I like using React. I didn't get React like using it before I started using it, but then I I set up I set up my website and the pages, and I was like, I don't see the big deal about React. But then I realized that I had set up all the CSS for 3 different pages with 1 line of code. And I was like, oh, now I get it. So, Fajar, I set up the community podcast for Open Podcasts on Spotify just now. See? Right here. You can see it. Yeah, exactly. Because I spent a couple of weeks looking for a solution, looking how to build a forum in vanilla JavaScript, and here is this 12-hour video series about how to build one in React. And so I could have just, for those couple of weeks, used the React videos and been an entire month ahead. Right, they don't look at your code. They don't open up dev tools and like, oh, this guy he's using PHP, he's using Django. They just want a working product. Right, so yeah. Yeah, that's my take on uh, programming and building products and customers. All of my knowledge from 2 years of experience. Exactly. Sergio's another guy I get jealous of because he's just so young and he can do so much more than me, but he's been programming since he was like 12 or 14, and when he was 12 or 14 I started drinking. So, yeah. That's where I was in 2014. Yeah, I was nowhere near programming and when he started programming. So, yeah, I just have to remind myself that I'll get there too. I just have to keep going at it. Okay, is this video elements? Is this it? Done. Oh. Publish. Yeah, the community is pretty much the only thing that keeps me going at this point. Makerlog and the open podcast community. I love being able to just be like, hey, this is my problem. What can I do? And people like you or James or anyone else will help me out. And that really helps when I am struggling. So yeah, I appreciate that. Okay. Alright. It's processing. Okay, what am I gonna do now? Oh, the newsletter. Alright, so this is the Open Podcast newsletter, which I do every week. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's a bunch of links to news in the podcast industry, I can say that. And then I'm trying to make it more about the community. So right now, it's just, like I said, links to the open podcast. No, news in the podcast industry, and what I hope it can be in the future is links to like conversations that we have in the forum. Thanks for putting a link in MakerLog, Josh. I appreciate that. Okay, so on Twitter, I have like a podcasting list, and then I take links from the list, or yeah, like anything interesting that I see on the list for the week, and yeah, anything interesting that I read, I save it and I keep it, and then I post it to the newsletter. Okay. And then I also, what I hope to do in the future is like add commentary to the articles so that it's just not sending people or like more stuff to read. So this article here is about how independent people in media or podcasters can compete with big media. So yeah, I thought this was interesting because, you know, just like in building products, you have to compete with big companies, and you need that edge or like that uniqueness to compete with them. And so yeah. Okay, this one's about, so I do the link, or no, the title. 6 ways where am I? I'm just all over the place today. Independent. I can't spell. Podcasters can compete with big media in 2020. Okay, and then actually let me okay. So there's readermode.io, which is built by Rizal, who's part of the open podcast community. So I'd rather use his link to clean up the article than the link I just used, just because he's part of my community. Jesus. Okay. Whoops. I can't do that. Okay. But yeah, readermode.io, it's a great tool. check it out. It's like $15 last time I checked. Totally worth it. Okay, now where am I? Okay, here I am. Okay. Okay. Podcasters have to compete with cause when you copy and paste the style, and so the style stays the same in the email, and I don't want it to be so big, and it's just better for me to just to type it out, even though I'm a very slow typer. With big media. In order to gain an advantage, they have to stand out. Learn different. What's the word I'm looking for here? Different strategies to stand out. To be different from big media. Okay. Are you watching the Super Bowl tomorrow? It's tomorrow, right? Yeah, I'm not crazy. Control-Shift-P. Okay, we'll try it for the next one. What is this one? Okay. So that one's done. Oh, okay. Neither do I, but San Francisco is in the Super Bowl this year, so I might just watch a little bit. Gotta support the home team, right? Okay. Control-Shift-P. Control-Shift-P. Okay. Dude. Okay. Control-Shift-P. Yeah, it's bringing up my printer. Okay. I think also Johnny Manziel. It's his fault. Blame him. Okay. I think clear styles. Okay. Yeah, that kind of works, I guess. Clear styles. Oh, okay. Now I see what I did. Alright. Control-Shift-Option-P. Okay. Control-Shift-Option-P. Wait, there's an option button? Control. Okay, Control Shift V. Okay. Okay. That's... Alright, it still didn't work. Wait, Control V is paste. Oh, okay, I got you. See, that's why you should be a Windows user, because then that communication wouldn't have been so, weird. Got you. Okay. Okay. I don't... That was weird. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. And then... How to use Substack for podcasts. Okay. Josh, you should start a podcast. You have a lot of interesting things to say. So do I. My voice. But you get used to it. And also, your voice sounds different when you record something, especially podcasts, because like if you listen on 1.5x, you're hearing your voice different than you usually do. Actually, in the newsletter I posted an article about why that is. Not an article. Someone on Reddit started talking about that right here. I'll send it to you on Telegram. Okay. A couple... Wait, I didn't put the link. Okay. And then this is... Okay. Who am I gonna highlight today? For sure. Couple weeks ago, I highlighted included a Twitter thread about Substack joining the podcasting industry. How to use Substack for podcasting. Okay. Where am I? This article will show Substack users how to create a podcast with Substack. Okay. Let me see. Okay, who can I highlight this week? Oh, I know. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I gotta. Okay. And the final article. Um. I don't know. I started podcasting and then I didn't like the sound of my voice, but then I just got used to it. I don't know. It's weird. And now, I listen to my podcast constantly. I used to listen to an episode 3 or 4 times before it was even released, just so I was learning about what I was doing wrong. And now it doesn't bother me. But also, I think that's because my voice sounds different when I'm recording it versus right now, or when the podcast is released, because I listen to my stuff on 1.5, so my voice does sound different to me in my brain. And I think that's why it doesn't bother me. You could also write. That's also how I use my podcast as well. I do the outline. I do the episode, and then I take that episode, and then I write the episode into a blog post. I have a bunch of them. I just haven't posted them yet. Yeah, so you're basically doing an audiobook for it first, and then you're annotating your words, and that helps me think about what I'm gonna write about. Yeah, so I think maybe you should try that, and it'll help you push out some blog posts. I don't even know where I am anymore. Because Josh, you have a lot of interesting takes on things, and you have a lot of experience, and I like hearing what you have to say about things. So I think it'd be cool if you created content around some stuff. our data suggests people keep listening to podcasts even though. Okay. Stop going to Telegram, you idiot. Our data suggests. Yeah, that's a good goal. And then by doing that, it will, it'll create, like, I don't know. People will get used to you posting things once a month, and then they'll get used to that. What I've been doing is, instead of reading before bed, I write before bed. And so that's helped me. I've written 3 or 4 articles, and I'm waiting to post them on Maker Mag. But, Anne Laurel, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She sold it to this guy named Drew. And so they're going through a transition right now. Stop doing this. And I think, yeah, he's just setting things up before he starts posting articles. And what I like about posting the article on MakerMag before my blog is that they'll edit it. And so if you have grammar errors, they'll help you with that. It's really helped me like learn how to write more properly. Because like the very first article I posted on MakerMag, it was riddled with simple spelling errors and grammar errors. And then the last article I posted, which was, I don't know, over the summer, it was just like formatting issues that I had. It wasn't any actual grammar errors. So that was cool. Oh, that's cool. Both the streaming and the English major stuff. Oh, and James also went to the same school as William Shakespeare, so he can probably edit your stuff too. I'm listening to also, you're building an email tool, dude. You should take advantage and show people, like, oh yeah, my tool is very cool. So I use it. You should use it too. What is it called? Dog fooding your own product. That's what people call it. Okay. Who's this guy? What's his name? Robert. Goes through data. Oh. About how much of his podcast people are going listening to. His data suggests that 33% of his audience listens to the majority of his podcast episodes. Even though some of his audience complains about the length of episodes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's really cool because MailChimp, they have, I think it just said somewhere, they have like 80% of the market, and it's not a good product. And they probably know this, and they just don't care, because when you have 80% of a market, who cares about the ease of use of your product? You know what I mean? Okay. Now I have to go on Telegram. And then... Okay. So now every week I like to highlight a member of the open podcast community. And so this week I'm highlighting Simon Bennett, because he just started his podcast about his stuff, his projects. Ooh. Overcast. Okay. Bennett startup podcast. Okay. Okay. Now size 12. Okay. No, it's 14. I think it's 14. Alright, 13. I'm just gonna call it 13. Okay. In the latest episode, Simon discusses his tech stack for his startup. Okay. I like it. Okay, this is the newsletter. I've been able to cut a lot of time out because I just copy the newsletter from next week. So all this, or from last week. So all this stuff was written. And before, I had to rewrite this from like the first one and the second one. I had to rewrite this all. Yeah, I just like, for the second week I did this, I took a tab from the second one and I had the first one here, the second one here, and I just copied it. I copy and pasted a lot of it. That time it worked, but it was the same. And then I've been adding stuff, like I added this because when I wrote this, the website was working, but I made some changes, or I've been in the process of like making some changes, and it's blank right now. So yeah. Okay, and then, ooh, okay, wait, this works. Oh, and then I gotta schedule it for February 5th. And then it's 3:30 a.m. I did, but it just, I don't know. I like, let me see. It was, I don't know, it just looked weird. Oh, no. The reason why I didn't create a template is because, with the template, let me show you. Template doesn't have like the to, the from, the subject. No, it just doesn't have this set up already. And I didn't like having to set that all up again. So let me show you a new campaign. Create a new campaign. Email, newsletter, number 5, begin, and then, dude, where, okay, design email, saved templates, newsletter. See, then I go to save and close, same thing, and see, this stuff isn't filled out, but I did fill it out. Yeah, but the what do you call it? The stats come out weird because it shows already that I think it carries over the stats. So when let me go to an old campaign. Let me see this one. Okay. Where is it? Oh, view report. Activity. 4 opens, clicks. Which one is this one? Okay. Let me check. So this was 3. Okay, wait. Newsletter 4. Okay, view report. It's almost, I'm getting there. Okay, it says I clicked 10 times. This is my email. I didn't click 10 times. So I think what's happening is that the stats are carrying over from every email because it's just a copy of the email. But I'm not sure. I have to look into this. And then see, it says nothing was clicked. So, oh wait, no, that's wrong thing. That's opens, right? So it says I open it 10 times and that there's 12 opens. But yeah, I didn't open it 10 times. So it's counting, I don't know, I think it's counting previous opens, and then it doesn't show up in the stats either. Like that would make my open rate more than 42%. It'd be like 142%. Or something like that. I'm not good at math. Don't judge me. Okay. Newsletter, podcast. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, dude. That's all I have. It was great chatting with you, dude. We don't really get that much time to chat like this. So, thanks. Yeah, it was fun. I'll try to watch your stream and we can continue. But maybe you'll drop into another stream or I'll drop into your stream. But I'll see you though. Alright?